up out of here before you slide. What do you think about people ranting and raving about the J. Cole verse that's on the Lil Yachty song?
It's a pretty great verse. I mean, now, see, this is the box that we've been forced into with this Nas and Hit-Boy thing.
Mm-hmm.
We've been watching J. Cole do this excellent feature run while Nas been doing this album run.
My thing is, what does the feature run
I'm,
lead up to?
what are we running into? It's told it's feature run, not feature fun.
And see, that's what I spoke about earlier in the show. When people were on a feature run, you knew they were coming with something. And
Like,
that's what I don't know when this stopped, but even leading up to the Carter 3 for Wayne, because I want to take it to modern eras. I don't want to talk about the 90s or whatever. But leading up to the Carter 3 for Wayne, the reason why the Carter 3 did 1 million in a week is because everything that was leading up to that point. And those features, the mixtapes and all that were leading up to the Carter 3. Now, the feature run is great. It's awesome. J. Cole's killing it. He's kind of just letting us know what we already know. He's a great MC, probably the best pure lyricist on a mainstream level of his era. But what is this leading to?
here's what I'll say. Please finish the deal. Because here's what's happened. Because of Kendrick's album not being up to Kendrick level expectations, and because Cole has been blistering literally every single feature that he has touched the last 3 years. There's not, like, people are like, oh, this is great. It's like, so has every other verse been for the last 3 years that we
Right.
heard. So I'm not giving him credit for what he, quite frankly, had been doing in front of us for the last 3 years. But I will ask him to finish the deal because this run, coupled with Kendrick's album not being so good, has elevated him to the place where people are starting to feel like he's the best MC and lyricist of this generation. And he needs to finish the deal with the album that reflects that sentiment.
Straight
So
up.
with all due respect to this great verse, so the fuck what?
Where are we leading
So the
to?
fuck what? It's like Cole blasted a verse. No shit. That's great.
That's who he is.
Where the fuck have you been the last 3 years?
Exactly.
Where that album at?
Jay Short with the super chat says Kanye is like Kendrick and Mos Def. He can't make a great hip hop album because he doesn't care about the culture. He had graduated.
That's not
He has
true.
graduated hip hop, yet he's bitter that it's still his foundation for success. Wow. Well, I mean,
Strong words.
you got to prove it with the music, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if people feel that way and if you feel that way, I think all those sentiments are valid. He's just going to have to prove everybody else wrong through the music. There's no other way to do it.
I've been saying this for years on this show. It's just one great album away, Mike. One. And all these features have done is given me hope because I know that it's in them. And now what about, hold on. Let's go back to the guy that's been leading these conversations because of the albums him and Hit-Boy have been making. Execution, Mike.
Yeah.
He don't just rhyme his ass off. He executes the song. He executes the album. Execute the song. Execute the album. The verse is great. You know how many times, Mike, I can literally think of 4 or 5 other times since we've been doing this show that a J. Cole verse has been a part of the segment. A verse.
When is a song or an album? Right. Dot with the super
Not for me
chat
to go.
says,
I like that we're ending the show talking about Little North Carolina, Vietnam in the house.
for sure. Dot with the
Shout out
super,
to QC, Queen City, Charlotte.
Dot with the super chat says J. Cole needs Hit
West
Boy's
Side.
production. I want to say that again because Dot says J. Cole needs Hit Boy's production. And not even just production from a beat standpoint, but just direction and overall conception and being able to put it all together. Other people in the chat are saying J. Cole needs Hit Boy. Hopefully, people who know these individuals are listening to the show and put that together just for the love of hip hop here. This would be a great move for J. Cole. He needs, like you said, to finish the job. Not saying he can't. This is the time to do it. And I would like to know, speaking of, Hit Boy working with Cole possibly, like I would like to know what the Kendricks, Coles, and these guys who are students of the game, who are in the primes of their careers, the Wale's, the Meek Mills, what do they think about this Nas run? Like, I would like to see them as artists go out there and really tell the truth about how incredible this run is. Because you can't be a hip hop fan that grew up in the era that they grew up in and not be a Nas fan. Not if you're a person that writes down lyrics and takes lyrics seriously. And if you follow hip hop, as you should, because you're, in the hip hop lexicon, you actually know what's going on with these 6 albums in 3 years. Like, they tried to cover it up for a long time, but the secret's out. Nobody can ignore this 6 album run. I would like to know what the Coles and Kendricks of the world think about this.
Well, they were already in awe, so it's probably just been more of that.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
From an inspiration standpoint.
I'm going to finish with a quick story right quick.
Go ahead.
So when I moved back to Charlotte, West Boulevard, stand up. I was on the bus one day. I got my first Walkman. I had a little tape. It was this group called Goody Mob. They had released this song called Cell Therapy. I went and got the single. On the B side of it was this song called Benz or a Beamer by Outkast. I'm on the bus. We're coming from Alexander Graham Middle School. Mike Pegues asked for my headphones. Mike was from Boulevard Homes. Everybody knew Mike because Mike was literally, he was Allen Iverson in our neighborhood. He was the star of our basketball team. He's like, Coop, let me get your headphones. I need to hear some tunes right quick. Nobody in the neighborhood had the tape. And that's where all the review shit actually started for me, because niggas was asking me what I thought about the Cell Therapy and Benz or a Beamer song, because nobody on West Boulevard had the tape yet. And I was the first one with the tape. And when Mike got done, he asked me what I thought. And I gave him like this whole breakdown, and he was like, you should do that shit.
That's what's
I was like,
up.
I think I want to rap. But that's how like all of this started for me. And I actually, it's one of those things I had forgot that day, and for some reason, like I recalled it about a week ago. So shout out to Mike Pegues for taking the Walkman that day. Shout out to West Boulevard. Boulevard Homes, Little Rock no longer there. Wilmore, Beatties Ford Road.
There it is. Hold on. Let me get one more shameless plug and super chat before we get out of here. Dot says, if Hit-Boy revived Nas's career, imagine what he can do with Cole. And also, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in to this live on Coop's birthday. We appreciate you, Coop, the legendary Coop is Problematic. And, if you want to celebrate the tribe and the podcast, you got the A2HH live shirts going on. It's in the community section. Hit the link. Go ahead and purchase that. We'll go ahead and send that out to you. Hit like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to know when we're live. And we're going to see y'all Wednesday.
Appreciate the love, y'all.
All right.